it's Tarian here, and I'm here on Planet Studio with the Silent Star Foundation's base here, the base of operations where they launched. So this was my first real major building project, so I did mess up some things, but you know, there's lessons learned. Anyway, this is the facility. It is a little big. The rocket should really take up this much of the pad. It kind of takes up this much of the pad, so maybe it's about twice as large as it should be. I could scale it down, but I just don't think it would fit anymore. So what we have here is a lightning tower, just to catch lightning so that it doesn't strike the rocket, cause damage, although they are pretty fast to erect and put up, so shouldn't be too much of a problem there, but just in case. And it's the thing like everyone has these days. And then you've got the launch pad. It doesn't actually have launch effects at the moment. It's just a small launch pad, or as you guys might have seen them used as landing zones. I've got a little flame diverter, so I've got flame particle effects out here. I haven't got particle effects on here as of yet because, I've got roads. It goes like this. It's based a little bit off Kodak Pacific Launch Area in Alaska at the moment. So I've got two buildings, building 1 and building 2, they're just buildings. I suppose that's where you put the rockets. Got a fuel tank and some more fuel tanks, don't know if they're fuel or oxidizer. Just one satellite tracking dish, didn't think it needed to be too overkill. A water tower, they've got this little base thing here. I've got barrels, those are dynamic objects so you can tip them over. I've got a crane, shipping containers, they are a little big, really, but they easily fit the rocket inside them. So the idea is that the shipping containers get delivered to here by helicopter, but I'll talk about that later in the logistics in a later episode if we get there. These are also dynamic objects so they can be tipped around. These ones I'd say would have rockets in them. These ones have been emptied. There's a VAB here. It's not supposed to be VAB, it's just supposed to be like another little building, really. And the helipad. Now I've just used concrete squares stretched and stuff for these. Oh, and there's a crane, if I didn't mention that earlier. As you can see, there is a ton of objects. I will get into Planet Studio a little more because I've been doing a lot of Planet Studio lately. Made this, I made some Cosmodromes. The Cosmodrome, I've made a bunch of stuff. So, of course the VAB, the doors and stuff, aren't at all to scale. I kind of meant that just as more of a building. The helipad is massive, but that's actually justified because the helicopter we're going to be using is a massive Sikorsky helicopter. So, I'll talk about that more on the logistics side of it. Crates. With the whack. So those pallets are done. These ones are movable. So in case you want to use the crane or whatever. Okay, I've got the gyroscope on so I can just like kind of do the twisty thing out of here, Don't know why it's got a gyroscope, but it's sure helpful. These ones are a little lighter as they have nothing in them. But after about, be careful, I can't shunt them anymore. Knocking over these barrels. I may or may not have placed them purposefully like that. Oops.